naturally association, we have won some fights against the concerns. One fight was 1997 against GMO and against the farmer. Austria is free of GMO.
Oh,
we won this fight.
Oh, terrific.
And
good for you.
One fight was 2004 for the naturally biological heating systems against oil industry. We have a lot of fights for the law and so on. I see one point for the future. The pressure against the animal activists will be rising and will be more and more because in the meantime we speak here in Austria, also in all other countries, where the small farmers destroyed, and the TV and the newspapers is forbidden to bring news about this destroy against the small farmers with less or no farmer medicaments in the food. And this in Austria are 5,000 farmers this year will be destroyed. Small farmers without small farmer medicaments, and in Germany we're building this year animal farms with 60,000 porks in one factory. 60,000, 10,000 mod 6. And that's a good English, but it's, I have the question to you. I see for the future, we have some fights against the industry. I see more and more pressure against, because we should live in the future with food from big factories, without small farmers, and this food from the big factory is full of pharmaca, full of antibiotica, full of destroying things against our health. And what do you think what we can do? We saw in these natural associations, we were going in the fights. We won the fights against the concerns. Maybe we can speak after this.
Sure. Thank you. Well, thanks for your work, and I'm glad to hear about what you've been doing, and glad to hear that you've had some success, although certainly you're going to have more struggles in the future.
Hello.
I've got two questions. First question would be, apart from the Animal Enterprise Terrorism Act, is organized crime and is terrorism defined by federal statute or any statute at all in the United States?
There is an organized crime law in the United States. I think it's called the RICO Act, R-I-C-O-H. That's the one that comes to mind immediately.
Okay. And second.
And actually, I think that there was an attempt to charge some animal activists under that law as well in the past. And in Austria, the big animal rights case you've been talking about, there the charge is the felony of of membership in a criminal organization, which is a felony under the Austrian Penal Code. There is also the felony of terrorist organization, but so far the charge is organized crime. Are there similar charges in the United States, Canada, of animal rights activists for the felony of organized crime, or is this only labeled always as terrorism? I'm not aware of any that have been charged under the rubric of organized crime. Terrorism seems to be working pretty well.
American Indian movement follower and this human rights activist for the
years now in Austria, Vienna, and doing public work, and I'm supporting also with permission of some of the people here to support the animal rights movement, especially about the process, legal trial, illegal trial actually. How is that in the United States and in Canada with the American Indian movements who intermingle with animals protection? How does the law of the course push the one to the other side and misuse the one action against the others interfering? Because there are lots of American Indians actually protecting as far as everything is same person.
Well, I'm not sure about a legal strategies in that situation. I know that there are rhetorical uses of indigenous people by Canadian fur industry, sending Inuit to Europe to lobby for overturning the ban on seal products. Of course, the Canadian government doesn't care very much about indigenous people. Otherwise, they would provide services for them on their reservations like adequate water and sanitation and housing and so on. But because profits are being made in the fur industry, suddenly the Canadian government has been the defender of the Inuit and so on. I'm interested to hear that you're working on these issues and that you do see the similarity between them, because often in North America it's presented as an opposition where there's animal activists who are against indigenous people and vice versa, and which is very unfortunate. I think that there's lots of opportunities to work together and create coalitions, stronger movements on all of those issues. So, encouraged to hear that you're doing that.
Yeah, I was really interested in it because
Well, just trying to change the public opinion.
Well, that book has been amazingly popular for some reason. I started reading it, but I couldn't finish it. I thought it gave people an excuse to continue eating animals in a lot of ways. Ideas about humane meat and slaughter and things like this, which I find kind of unconvincing. But I think that another burst of optimism. I think that it did have a positive effect in raising those issues, and maybe it will get people thinking about other aspects.
But do you think it would be possible to accuse the author of just trying to support animal rights activism?
Of trying to support animal...
Yeah, I think it is...
By government agencies.
Yeah.
He would be included in the terrorist charge.
Because for someone who has never been interested in those items, I think it is very much for a beginner.
Well, I don't know. It seems fantastic that someone could be charged as a terrorist just for saying things, doesn't it, Martin? Or writing things. I don't know. Let's hope that he isn't targeted as well. But I think he's probably safe for now.